Hi, everyone. It's Melissa Bishop from Wise Woman Healing. And today we're doing another 30 days of herbs. And today's herb is rosemary. Now, there's going to be a lot of different information about the origins of the name. Hold on. Being a practitioner of the folk healing arts, I tend to like the more folksy, traditional origin stories. Guess who likes to watch Marvel Comics movies? Anyway, so I'm sorry, my hand is really bugging me today. So I have on a wool mitten, and I have put some rosemary oil on it and some other topical herbal pain stuff. I'm drinking my multi mint tea. It has oregano, lemon balm, catnip, clove, one clove, not clove of garlic, but clove oil, before it gets mushed up into oil or turned into oil, and peppermint. Normally I put spearmint in. I always have just the hardest time finding my spearmint. I have a big bag of spearmint and I'm always using it, and then I put it somewhere and then I can't find it again. So yeah, catnip, lemon balm, oregano, rosemary. It's good. Mm. And sweet basil and something in there to sweeten it up a little bit. Those are all anti-inflammatory mints. They're all in the mint family except for the clove. And they're to help with inflammation. Uh, Before we go any further, please like and subscribe. And I also have my link to my coffee account. If you would like to financially support this channel, please do so. You can donate, as low as $3, as much as you want. Doesn't matter. All donations are appreciated. So going back to rosemary, there are some folk tales about how it got its name. One that is not so much a folk tale, I don't think, is the Latin name of Rose marinus or marinus, rosemary, because it was growing on the cliffs next to the ocean, and then the mist and fog from the ocean would gather on the leaves and flowers and make it look kind of misty and pearl-like. And then the other one that I like, being a Christian, is that Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus were traveling, and she stopped to wash their clothes, and she went to look for a suitable bush to lay the clothes out to dry after trying several different bushes and trees. It's a whole thing. First it was the date palm, then it was sugar cane, then it was wheat, then it was rose bushes, and none of them were right for various reasons. And then the bush that she settled on ended up being the rosemary bush, named so after her because before she put the clothes on it, her cloak is blue. It's a classic Roman Catholic thing that Mary's cloak is always blue. And so the flowers, rosemary has these little tiny, I think 5-petal flowers all up and down the stem when it's blooming. They're kind of a beigey white color at the time of the story. They can be still, I guess, but she put her cloak on it and then they turned into this kind of beautiful periwinkle blue or lavender blue when she removed her cloak. And it was when she dried baby Jesus's clothes on the bush, it was his essence, his holy spiritual essence left behind on the bush that made it smell so good. So that's the folk side of the naming of rosemary. Okay. If you are at all interested in herbs, you know that rosemary is used for memory. That is one of the biggest uses for it, mental focus. I have some of my Young Living rosemary oil. You can use any oil. Oh, it just has that nice, clear, clean, herbaceous smell. I love it. And rosemary is very popular in Italian and Mediterranean cooking and Greek cooking. I guess that's Mediterranean. Let's see, it helps to alleviate several diseases, including headache, dysmenorrhea, stomachache, epilepsy, rheumatic pain, spasms, nervous agitation, improvement of memory, hysteria, depression, as well as physical and mental fatigue. So this is from the National Institutes of Health website, NIH, and also, there seems to be an uptick in certain diseases, Alzheimer's. Um, the name of it, it's a nerve disease, and I just lost it. There you go. Mount Sinai in New York. So there is medical documentation about the efficacy of rosemary. Parkinson's, thank you. And Parkinson's disease is also improved by the use of rosemary. And you can take it in several different ways. You can do a tea, you can do a tincture under your tongue, or not under your tongue. If you really need immediate benefits, you can put it under your tongue. Make sure it's diluted in alcohol. And you can also take that tincture and squeeze it into a beverage of your choice. And so you just would have like a dropper full, you'd only like a half a dropper of your tincture, squeeze it into juice, coffee, tea. Now, I wouldn't put it into boiling hot coffee you just got off the stove. I would wait until you're about halfway through the cup and then add it so that the heat doesn't destroy the benefits of the essential oils. Because if you get your essential oils too hot, you can destroy them. So improve memory, relieve muscle pain and spasm, stimulate hair growth. A lot of people use rosemary shampoos and conditioners when they're even like a hair tonic to rub into your hair when they're experiencing hair loss. Supports the circulatory and nervous systems. Now, you have to be careful that you don't apply essential oils directly to your skin, especially if you're not used to them or if you're easily allergic to things or have irritation to things, because you can get burned. You can get burned by essential oils. And that did happen to my husband one time. We'd put some stuff on his toes. I'm going to pretend these fingers are his toes. And honestly, he had blisters that rose up that high. They were huge. I was so freaked out because he is a type 2 diabetic. And if you know that anything about type 2 diabetes, you have to be really careful not to get your skin messed up. So that was very terrifying. And of course, because he has circulatory issues, I didn't feel anything. Okay. So in the lab, rosemary has been shown to have antioxidant properties. Antioxidants can neutralize harmful particles in the body known as free radicals, which damage cell membranes, tamper with DNA, and even cause cell death. Also in the lab, rosemary oil appears to have antimicrobial properties, killing some bacteria and fungi in the test tubes. It isn't known whether rosemary would have the same effect in humans. Okay, so rosemary leaf is used in Europe for indigestion and is approved by the German Commission, which examines the safety and efficacy of herbs. German Commission E. Muscle and joint pain applied topically, which means to the skin. Rosemary oil is sometimes used to treat muscle pain and arthritis and improve circulation. As approved, alopecia. So historically, rosemary has been used to stimulate hair growth, neutralize foodborne pathogens. Rosemary inhibits foodborne pathogens like Listeria, monocytogenes, genus B. cerevis, I'm sorry, Cereus and S. aureus. There you go. That's one of the things when I started Orthodoxy, trying to pronounce places and people's names in Russian and Greek. So hard. It still is. It improves memory or concentration. So rosemary is often used in aromatherapy to increase concentration and memory and relieve stress. So if you have school age children, or if you yourself are in university or you have to go take a test, DMV, whatever, have some rosemary. Like put a little bit, put it in the car to diffuse it, put it in a diffuser in your home so that if you're homeschooling, so that your children can enjoy the benefits of it. And gosh, talk to your principal about putting rosemary and orange or rosemary and tangerine essential oil diffusers in the classroom. And you just might see some improvement on test scores and behavior among your children in your classroom. You never know. Let's see, cancer. Several studies suggest that rosemary extract may inhibit tumor growth by preventing cancerous cells from replicating. One study found that rosemary on its own and in combination with curcumin, that is the stuff found in turmeric, helped prevent breast cancer. A second study found similar effects of rosemary on colon cancer cells. So, you know what rosemary looks like, right? It's a little twig. It has all these little branches that are leaves. They're actually called leaves that go up. And it kind of looks like a little green bottle brush. And uh, let's see. It smells just so amazing. It has a very distinctive aroma. And usually you'll see it when someone's cooking turkey dinner, sometimes there's sage, but rosemary is used like on baked potatoes, um, in Italian food, like I said, so in spaghetti sauce. Um, on chicken, you can do rosemary and lemon chicken. It's so good. It's just so delicious. As part of your herbal growth, your growth as an herbalist and in study of herbal remedies and foods and stuff like that, you should try using herbs in your cooking. Okay. So if you go to the store, now they will have, okay, this is just my salt. So don't, like, if you have like the little containers of dried herbs, those are okay for making tinctures from, because you want the dried herb. But I recommend if you don't have access to the fresh stuff, I get it. If you do, like you go to the store and they have those little plastic packets full of fresh herbs, try grabbing one that has the rosemary in it, take it home and, buy a packet of chicken and a lemon and some garlic. There you go. Yum. Okay. Now we're increasing the ingredients, but it's chicken, lemon, rosemary, garlic. Okay. Go home, put the chicken in a pan, take it out of the packaging, put it in the pan, some butter, and, strip the rosemary leaves off the plant, put it on there with the garlic, and then squirt some lemon juice on there, put it in the oven and cook it. And yeah, mwah, delicious. You're going to have a great dinner. And, maybe that's part of the reason why mental health diseases are on the rise in America, is because we're trying to get back there, but we haven't really been cooking from scratch with herbs and spices in decades. And we're eating processed foods and these things that the Lord has given to us. There's a Bible verse about, fooling the very smart people because they're not going to see it for what it is. So, you have a rosemary plant on your kitchen counter, or a little bundle of sage, not for burning, for cooking. Okay. And you have some fresh thyme and you have oregano and all that good stuff. And they just look like herbaceous plants all around your property or in your kitchen. And really what you're doing is improving, your autoimmune system. You're improving your memory. You're improving your cancer fighting ability. and all this other stuff because you're using natural remedies instead in your cooking, using herbs and spices in your cooking instead of getting that fast food on the way home, or instead of getting, something that's frozen that you just pop in your oven and it's full of cardboard and chemicals. Okay. So tell me down below in comments if you liked this video, if you found it any educational in any way, shape, or form. That's it. So second video in 30 days of 30 days of herbs is rosemary. The bush that Mary put her cloak on to dry it after washing it. And now it has her name. Now you can create a Mary garden if you want. There are many plants and herbs. Well, plants and herbs are the same thing, but I mean plants that are ornamental and herb plants that you would use that are connected to the Virgin Mary for many reasons, for healing, for emotional support, etc., etc., because she is Our Lady and she loves us. And people just out of their love for her have named many plants after her. You can look them all up and create a Marian garden. You can do it in all white plants because there's that many plants that you could subdivide it into a white garden so that it glows in the moonlight. Isn't that fun? All right. If you found any of this beneficial to you, please like and subscribe. Donate to the coffee fund. And we'll see you next time. The Lord bless you and keep you and make his light to shine upon you, now and ever and unto the ages of ages. Amen. Lord, have mercy. Love you guys. Bye.